we have, technology permitting, Dr. Anji Ben Hamed, who will be joining us from Skype all the way from Manama. So she's the current director of Ahlia University Entrepreneurship Center, and she's also a world-leading researcher and educator on management, marketing, entrepreneurship, digital marketing, e-commerce, and consumer behavior. So she's going to be joining us today to talk about the Together Safe initiative for tolerance and social cohesion.
Hi.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Can you see us?
Yes.
More or less.
Excellent.
We have your slides ready, so ready when you are.
We're here from Bahrain.
Yeah. From Ahlia, how are you? I'm so happy to see you today. I'm so happy to have this Skype call with you. I would like to say thank you very much, Professor Alam, for giving me this opportunity you today in that great day where we are celebrating the International Women's Day. So thank you so much for all of you. Wishing a very happy International Women's Day for all our ladies. And I hope that I'm going to add a value to this important conference about the role of women in, let's say, spreading for awareness about peace and development. Yes?
So I have your slides. I will change it for you, so you can go ahead.
Okay. So, as I told you, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Anji. I'm assistant professor in management marketing. I'm the director of Ahlia Center for Entrepreneurship, and I'm the MBA director as well. I'm going to talk today about our Together Safe initiative in order to spread awareness about tolerance and social cohesion. So Together Safe, basically, it's a marketing concept that has been initiated since January 2017 and it's running till today. Together Safe campaign, it's basically a campaign that has been created by me, initiated by me, and basically run with my students in class within Ahlia University in order to create this culture of togetherness within the Bahraini community and then within the whole world in general. So, but Together Safe, it's a campaign that has been initiated and has that vision to spread love between people and to get more integrity within that community. So Together Safe has a kind of mission is to be kind of stimulator within the Bahraini community for kind of social change by promoting tolerance, coexistence, and cohesion between the different parties within the Bahraini community. So Together Safe has been basically conducted, as I told you, in order to spread awareness. And around the concept of togetherness, we have set for ourselves different objectives. One of them, as I told you, the main one is to educate and impact the mainstream society and guide them to get a kind of vibrant and good experience with each other and to get a good attitude about each other. And around this main concept, we have created for ourselves other sub-concepts, and sub-objectives. One of them is to empower and inspire youth within the Bahraini community. We would like to empower youth by exploring that dynamic of fear and trying to convert it into something positive instead of fearing each other just because we are different in terms of maybe religion, in terms of race, in terms of culture, in terms of sex. But we will try to take advantage of that and to convert it into something positive and to kind of overcome all kinds of psychological and mental barriers that could be related to the fear, but taking advantage of that variety and diversity between people by interacting all together. Another objective also is to inspire kind of mindset and behavioral shift among youth to counter all kinds of extremism within the community, as I told you, and reinforce more and more social cohesion between different parties within the community and between the different people. Also, we expected to spread more awareness about the importance of fighting extremism and taking more focus on the concept of tolerance and acceptance by actively supporting, educating youth. Why youth? Because we believe that youth are the most at risk part within the community, since they are really sensitive toward these concepts and these notions of extremism. That's why we have been working mainly on youth. The selection of youth also has another rationale, because we did a kind of analysis of the overall population structure within Bahrain. And we have noticed it based on our statistics and research that the Bahraini population is kind of a population where we have the average age is around 32 years old. So it's a kind of youth population, and the overall youth represent a big part of the whole Bahraini community. That's why we decided to target mainly youth, and to target basically the silent majority. For us, silent majority, we suppose that those who are believing on our belief, those who are believing on the importance of fighting extremism, but they are not able to spread out, or they are not able to speak loudly toward that. And within that silent majority, we specified youth in order to work on them, and in order to, as I told you, to educate them, to empower them, and to let them do something in order to face and tackle all these kinds of extremism. So we need to show the importance of social cohesion. We need to show the importance of social inclusion. We need to show the importance of togetherness and tolerance. And in order to do that, as I told you, we did a lot of studies. We did a lot of research, kind of pre-studies and post-studies. The pre-studies has been handled basically through different kinds of surveys. And these surveys, in order to get more insight about the population structure, about the structure of our target, and from different perspectives, we took mainly demographic variables related to the age, religion, and structure, and all this stuff, because these are the most important criteria for us to analyze the overall population, and then the specific target. Then, in order to implement our campaign, and in order to really spread awareness about the importance of peace and tolerance among youth, we have conducted an online strategy. We have decided to make an online strategy because also we know very well that today youth are using too much technology, and they are using too much social media. And social media today is very close to them. And it's really easy to approach them, to get them, to reach them through social media. That's why, to make our campaign and our project more effective to counter this extremism, we made kind of soft or online strategy by using different platforms, kind of Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and we have a website as well, where people, youth, and the whole community can interact with us in order to share their knowledge and in order to spread this awareness about that. Now, as I told you, as part of this campaign, we had that soft strategy, which is the online strategy, but on the other hand, we had that in-physics strategy or offline strategy. The offline strategy consists of several events that has been organized by the students, that has been organized also by the whole group, in order to get more interaction with people and spread that awareness regarding tolerance and social cohesion. In order to get more interaction with people, we have used several hashtags. One of the most common, let's say, one of the most important hashtags that we have used, we have Say No, Be the Bridge, Bridge the Gap. And from these hashtags, we have created a lot of activities where we can get engagement from the community and from people and from other youth surrounding us. Using the hashtag with different signs, different activities, as I told you, different games and competitions, like as you can see here. And we got response from different people all over the world. We got support from people not only within Bahrain, but also from outside, by sending us their photos where they are using our hashtags, or sending us videos where they are expressing support to the campaign and to the idea and to youth. And we got photos from more than 15 countries worldwide. We got videos from more than 8 countries worldwide, and we have reached the number of more than 120 videos and more than 105 photos supporting or showing support to Together Save as an initiative, as I told you, to empower youth, to spread love and togetherness and tolerance. Also, the campaign, the team has created, the team was and still right now very creative in figuring out activities in order to educate others, in order to gain more involvement and engagement from the youth side around this concept of tolerance. One of them, and now for example, the student has created a video. They have filmed a MEKEI challenge video where they can reflect different social kinds of extremism, because extremism is not related to one specific, very broad concept, including different phenomena. We have different types of extremism, and through that video, we have expressed these kinds of extremism, and we communicated one specific message to be against all these kinds of extremism. And if you would like to get more details about this video, you can visit our website or our YouTube channel, as mentioned within the slide. Besides that, we have been part, or we took part in several events, like the event that has been organized last year by Ahlia University in collaboration with WASAD, which is the World Association for Sustainable Development, where students also made a presentation to introduce the concept of Together Safe, to introduce the concept, to take that Together Safe concept from the local, let's say, area to the international level, because the objective is not to be within Bahrain. We would like to raise awareness, and we would like to tackle extremism not only locally but also outside GCC, and why not in the international level. Students, they also have organized several events. One of them is as part of the Entrepreneurship, they did a lot of activities and they made a lot of shows where they engaged the audience, people coming from outside the university, and they got interaction with them, and they communicated their message about tolerance, coexistence, and togetherness, and the importance of all these stuff. We organized last year one Togetherness Day, where we invited one Ta'ayush Association, which is a religion association, and we invited people from different religions who are resident and, let's say, within Bahrain, and they have been all together, different sects, different religion, and one beautiful, and then spent one beautiful and nice day all together. And they also, the student communicated one message to show that we can live all together. Peace is there. We have to just accept each other. And at the end of that Togetherness Day, the students, they end up by letting these different parties sign a document called the Document of Tolerance. Within this Document of Tolerance that the student has created, within that document we have kind of rules or principles, let's say, that would support that concept of tolerance. And once you sign, it's you agree on that, and you want to implement, or you believe on what we are believing in terms of importance of acceptance and social inclusion. So also we took part of on the annual international conference, as I told you, with Professor Ahlia, and it was a very nice opportunity for the students to express themselves. Thank you, Professor Ahlia, for giving us that opportunity. Also, the students took part in several, let's say, they had several interviews. One of them was with Bahrain TV, where they expressed it also, and it was a great opportunity for them to introduce the concept of Together Safe and the campaign to the community, not only the large community, because Bahrain TV, it was a great opportunity and a big door to talk about Together Safe, not only within the frame of the university or the environment surrounding the university, but the whole Bahraini community and maybe the GCC. Also, we had a very large media coverage talking about Together Safe and what we did in terms of activities and in terms of the initiative itself. And this year, for example, students have been invited by the Bahraini Parliament Council, and they took part of the Bahrain Salam, which is Bahrain Peace, which is a very large and international conference that has been organized by His Excellency Sheikh Nasser within Bahrain, and the student took part within that big event in order to talk about Together Safe, and as a representative from Ahlia University, besides a lot of other outdoor activities, within our universities, or within different open areas within Bahrain, just to let the people know about that and to spread awareness about this concept. Now, and as you can see here, we have different platforms where you can join us. We have our templates, we have our clear mission, clear vision, and we are looking forward to take this initiative of Together Safe, as I told you, to the international level. And because we believe that what we are doing is really good, we would like to tackle extremism. We would like to fight extremism, and because we believe on the importance of tolerance, we believe on the importance of peace. And peace, to be on peace and to be safe, we have to accept each other. By the way, safe for us stands for standing against fear and extremism, and we took it to make it safe. And in order to be safe, we have to love each other, we have to be really close to each other, and we have to accept each other regardless of any differences that could exist between us in terms of, as I told you, religion, age, gender, race, color, or whatever, nationality or whatever. We are able to live all together within a very peaceful environment, and we can succeed all together. Thank you so much for listening. If you need to get more details about our initiative for tolerance and peace and love, you can contact us through our platforms, as I told you, Together Safe, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, or through our website. And as I just started, thank you so much, Professor Ahlia, for giving me this opportunity. And Together Safe is really open toward any support coming from outside. We would like to be empowered more and more, and we would like to get partners. And we are really open, as I told you, for any proposals in order to, let's say, take this initiative from that local level or that small scale to the larger scale. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that, Dr. Anji. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a comment.
You have a comment? Yes. Go
Yes,
ahead.
please.
Yeah, doctor, in fact, what has been given by your students during the last session we have had in Bahrain was extremely wonderful. And they explained this principle in a very nice way and very practical way. We congratulate you for that.
Thank you so much.
Here we go.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anji, for the very inspiring talk. I just wanted to ask, I know that awareness is very intangible, but do you have any idea or on how to evaluate the success of your initiative?
Yes.
As in, how are you going to measure?
Certainly.
Sorry.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for your question. Certainly, the impact is really important, because we needed to make KPIs for in order to measure the achievement of it. That has been taken into consideration while we have designed this overall project. In fact, as I told you, the main part or the main way or channel to communicate with youth was basically through social media. And through social media, we had advanced metrics and advanced, let's say, indicators that we have been using to test the acceptance of youth toward our campaign. For example, we are making on a weekly basis the measurement of the number of followers, the number of views, the number of likes, the different comments and interaction and to engagement with our audience. And this shows somehow the acceptance of the audience toward what we are doing. This is one. The second thing, besides what we are doing in terms of metrics related to social media, we have, as I told you, while we are designing or making activities in physical activities like going outdoor or organizing an event, we are taking into criteria like number of attendees. And besides that, we have designed questionnaires, which are surveys that have been distributed before the activity or the event and post the event, and we did that several times in order to test the impact of that on these people who attended the activity. And we have asked them questions such as, for example, after now getting idea about Together Safe, are you willing to be part of such initiative to tackle extremism? Did you like what we are doing? Are you willing to be part of this? And all the answers was related to yes, it's really interesting, we would like to be part. And this is kind of extended the frame of what we are doing. For these surveys, these surveys has been designed in a very professional way, because we did surveys and we asked people, outsiders who are not part of the team, to make a kind of external evaluation and external validity of these surveys to avoid a kind of bias or manipulate people through these questions that you are going to ask them through this survey. So after gaining validation, external validation, and making kind of assessment of these surveys has been distributed pre-event and post-event and we are doing these surveys and distributing them in a very frequent way to test the level of satisfaction, the level of acceptance, the level of impact of our campaign on what we are doing. As I told you, besides, we have other indicators like the number of people who would like to join the team. Yeah, we have now new students, new people who are not part of the university and they would like to be part of the team because they heard about the campaign and they would like to be part of that initiative. Not only that, we have received several proposals for partnership from Bahrain and from outside Bahrain to extend, or let's say, to empower this campaign. And all these are indicators to show that we did kind of impact. Maybe we need to work more on the techniques and tools that we are using to test the impact, because as you said, we start with awareness, but awareness is intangible, it's difficult. We aim to change mind, we aim to make kind of shift in the mindset or in the behavior, which is basically a bit difficult also to measure, but we are trying to enhance, and we are still working on that aspect and trying to find and figure out other techniques, other ways, or other KPIs, other measurements that could help us measuring exactly the impact of what we are doing. This is besides that we are trying to move forward, to go one step further in order to make a kind of more professional frame for this campaign, like creating activities, like creating a platform, making it as maybe a club, as an association for non-profit organization, and this way we will have number of people who are members, number of membership, and all these things. So we have different strategies to do that in order to enlarge, as I told you, the scope of this initiative and to gain more effectiveness and efficiency in terms of the application and also mainly the impact of this campaign. I hope that I answered your question.
Thank you, Anji. We're going to play your video because I think it's a great initiative.
Can I ask a question?
Let's show you the video. contemplate this initiative is being a landmark in the whole Gulf region, Arab countries, and many countries. I mean, we're going to listen to the U.S. ambassador, which is from UAE. He should be arriving any time now. They are considering it seriously because it is an initiative not just about how Muslim, non-Muslim can work together, but it's an initiative about poor, young, women, non-women, and they managed to do that in Bahrain. And if it happened in Bahrain, it can happen everywhere, where all people, different race, different colors, different religions, different backgrounds, they can come together and live in peace and harmony. So it's been watched widely now, this initiative. That's why, so you can get in touch with them, but I think you got the question now, I think.
Narcissus?
Yes, I have to say I was very impressed by
We just talked about how she just arrived. Sorry about interrupting you. Come on.
Sorry, I just arrived.
We really appreciate it. This is Suad Al-Hamadi, the US ambassador from the UN. Thank you very much for coming.
I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, have a seat. Yeah, we will do. Thank you very much. We just talked about you.
Oh, really? Am I popular yet?
Now you carry on.
Yes, I know you're thinking of moving into the next stage of your development by incorporating, as you said, an entity, a non-governmental entity or non-for-profit entity, and that is moving more into the mainstream voluntary sector. But can I ask, have you thought of using or leveraging this high level of social entrepreneurship to influence or bring about legislative reforms? Have you really identified a legislation, a law in Bahrain that if you have done any changes to that law or to that regulation, it would actually positively impact the social cohesion and togetherness? Because no matter what we say about it, the underlying problems are not social. I think they relate, they're social, but they are actually an offshoot of more deeply rooted issues that the country, any country, needs to address. Have you identified any legislation that you want to lobby to change? I know you have access, they like you, they invited you to the parliament, and that's all fine. But have you thought of asking for change? Did you identify any area of law that if that is changed, the social cohesion would be better? If you ask someone from Sudan about the current legislative framework now, anyone here in this room from Sudan, okay, I don't like the public order laws, that is intrusive, it risks cartels and actually risks the public freedoms and movement and this and that. But have you identified something that you want to impact? Do you want the Bahraini population to see your fingerprint, saying that, okay, because of this movement, we are now able to have a more reformed legislation in this area or another?
Thank you for your question. To be honest, we didn't reach that level yet. Since, as I told you, we have just started. For now, we are running for more than 1 year, and our main objective it was only basically to take it from the social perspective. We didn't take it from the legal perspective, but I think this is a kind of promoting area that you have mentioned, and we can work on it. But I think at this stage we still need more work in order to be at least known, and then we can reach that stage of, for example, tackling or recognizing kind of legal areas that could be changed or could be modified in order to reinforce. But as I told you, for us, maybe we took it from the social perspective, because we believe that socially, if you want to create that change within people's mindset, and by the end of the day, because you cannot force someone to live with someone else who is different than him or her by law. Here we would like to reinforce that concept of acceptance within people's mind, within people's mindset. And regardless any context, regardless any regulation, regardless anything, there is nothing to fear. Why I will fear others? I have to accept them, I have to interact with them, and I have to take that concept of diversity from a very positive perspective, not from a different negative one. No, that's why our orientation mainly, at least at this stage, is mostly and mainly social. Socially, acceptance, kind of mindset, culture, attitude toward each other, accepting others, as he said, regardless of your social level, regardless of being poor or rich, regardless of your religion, regardless of anything. Once we reach that level, maybe we'll move for one step further and we'll be more and more professional, trying to recognize kind of gaps related to regulation, or as you said, in order to improve the overall frame. But as I told you, we didn't cover or we didn't reach that step yet.
I think this is at least advice, because you know, people can go out to demonstrate on the streets against discrimination and social injustice, or can go out to the street to celebrate the social justice and cohesion. And I think the same way people can go out to change regimes, the same way people can go out to fix any country's problem. And I think you are able to do that, and you can definitely provide another form of revolution and social evolution, if you like. But to bring it all back to the event of the day, I'm very glad that this is driven by women, and we are celebrating the International Women's Day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again for that, Dr.
Thank
Anji.
you.
We know how late it is in Myanmar, and we know that you've got classes tomorrow, so thank you ever so much for joining us today.
Thank you very
Thank you so much. I was so happy to see you and to be with you. Thank you.
Happy
Thank you very
Women's Day.
much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.